morning. So I'll be talking about why there has been a consistent fall in the value of the dollar, how the naira has appreciated so very much against the American dollar, falling all the way from an all-time high of 1,900 to a single USD, 1,900 naira to a single American dollar. That was in February. Now we're in April, I believe. So, having said that, how the naira gained traction, gained strength, and fought its way back from around 1,900 to 1,000 naira now, thereabout, or 1,001, gaining close to 800 in a span of two months. I mean, that's a very, very, very laudable achievement, if you ask my opinion, in terms of what the CBN has been able to do. Kudos to the president of the central bank, the CBN governor. Kudos to the governor of the central bank, so kudos to the office of the NSA, Malam Noor Ribadu. Kudos to the AFCC, all of the people that have been able to run around to make sure that racketeering of the naira, illegal trading of forex, round tripping of currencies, they've been able to bring all of this to a reasonable, they've cushioned a lot of these things. But that is the issue. That is on the monetary policy aspect. Now, how about the fiscal policy? You see, people are groaning, people are complaining that the dollar has fallen, but commodities, food commodity in the market, it seems not to have been, affected by the fall in the dollar. But if the dollar was rising, everybody will tell you, Abi, no, say dollar price don't high. Now my beans now, the price don't go up. My rice now, the price don't go up. My gari, my yam, here say dollar don't go up. Now dollar don't come down, but beans, gari, agbado, ewa, none of them have come down. None is accessible and affordable to the common man. So where is this disconnect? Where the dollar has crashed, but the food prices, commodity prices are still high. They are still persistent. They have not. Now, some economists are arguing that it will take a while for the true reflection of this dollar coming down to reflect on food prices. But the question is, when these prices were going up, they were going up as the dollar was going up. Now that the dollar has come down, why are we not seeing an almost next to immediate effect on the prices of other commodities? Why is that not the case? Why should the dollar have depreciated so much from 1,900 to 1,000 naira or thereabout, and still gari is still the food of the common man, the last food of the common man is still expensive. Look at, we've heard that the cost of transportation, diesel that was going for 1,007, Dangote is now selling for 1,000. So it means the transporters are transporting cheaper. It means these trucks that move these things should be moving cheaper, but their prices have not come down. Their prices have not come down from what it used to be. So where is the disconnect within the economy? Where is the disconnect? Where are we supposed to, bridge this lacuna, if I may call it? People have to feel the impact of these policies. Let these policies not just be paper policies, but people-friendly, human-faced, people-friendly policies. Let them not be audio policies. Let it not just be audio that the dollar has crashed, and then after the dollar has crashed, how has the dollar crashing affect me, the common man on the street? How has the dollar crashing affected the common man on the street? Now the diesel price has been slashed. How has that translated to ease of life for the transporter, the farmer transporting 100 bags of maize from his farm to his silo or to a warehouse, or selling to his merchant, transporting over 200, 300 kilometers, where the truck will tell you to transport a bag of grain is 6,000, 7,000 naira. That should have come down to say 3,000. 3,000, fair enough, for cost of transportation by diesel. Then dollar don't crash. If dollar has crashed from 19 to 1 it means a bag of rice that they were selling for maybe 80,000 should now be around 65,000 or something, or fair value. Let everything have a human face. Let everything have a fair value. Let prices drop, because such that this is a floating currency. A time will come now where this thing will still float and float upward again, and you see that dollar has gone to 1.21314, and prices will still tick with it. You see prices that don't tick down, that want to always tick up. If prices are ticking up, we understand prices are ticking upward. If prices are ticking downward, then let the everyday consumer have a feel of prices ticking downward. It's not just the upward ticking that dollar don't rise, my goods don't cost. Dollar rise, how dollar rise carry affect your goods wey cost? We don't run a dollar economy. This is a naira economy. Nothing should ever be valued in dollar terms within a sovereign country, within a sovereign nation, within a nationality, within a people that have accepted to build a country. You should not be banding other national currencies in your own country as if that is your country's national currency. Of course, the dollar is not our national currency. So we should not bridge, or we should not base our economy. We should not peg our economy standardly against American dollar. We don't run an American economy, for crying out loud. We run both informal and formal forms of economies. We have a very, very wide gap, a very wide bridge in education. So we have the people that run the economy on the educated and informed basis, while we have those our stark illiterates, we have those our people in the rural communities, we have our farmers, we have, so we have these sets of economies we run. So we should not use a dollarized economy that is one-sided to offset the balance on the other side of the economy. These are not things that should be happening in a sovereign nationality. The monetary policy aspect of bringing down this dollar has been highly commended, has been highly spoken about, has been so beautiful, but it goes beyond just the monetary policy. It should go to the fiscal policy and how it interprets and integrates into the life of the everyday common man on the street. How does the dollar coming down from 19 to 11, how has it benefited me as a common man? How? I don't have to be an importer. I don't have to be an exporter. I don't have to source for forex for medical tourism or for educational loans. Or I don't have to go to the CBN to apply for forex to say, okay, so that it should benefit. No. The people that import, your importation is now cheaper. Those things, because your imports are now cheaper, I should be able to buy cheaper. And we shouldn't even encourage importation in the first place. Those people that, that these things reflect on them, these things are now cheaper. The prices should reflect on my own pocket. What I used to pay 500 naira for should be fair now. I pay 300, 350. Because if the dollar can crash from 19 to 11, then what I was paying 1,000 for, what I was paying 19 for, should simply crash to 1,000. That's the implication. But then again, that is the issue on the fiscal policy side, to bring things, to bring prices down, food commodities, food items. The truth is, we all need to go back to farm. We need a farmer in every household. Every household in Nigeria should produce 3-4 farmers. We need to stimulate growth. We need to jumpstart our economy. We need to produce sustainable wealth within our country. We need to grow our country. We need to grow our consumption, what we eat. We need to grow. We need to produce what we consume. We need to have excess of this thing, and such that we can begin to export. But these things are not possible if we don't have the basic foundational building blocks of an economy. Farmers cannot produce in an economy where 60% of post-production harvest goes to waste. We need to have efficient storage systems working in this country. Efficient storage systems cannot work without proper electricity. We need the National Electricity Regulatory Commission, the power holding company, the NEPA, to up their game. Produce up to 30-40 megawatts of electricity in this country. Run the Mambila hydroelectricity. For crying out loud, what is stalling Mambila hydro? Mambila hydro can generate enough electricity for this country. We have Kayanji, we have Gurara, we have all the integrated powers that can generate to the national grid, for Christ's sake. Let them boost electricity production. Let farmers go to the farm. Let the soldiers man our territorial integrity. Let them restore our territorial integrity. Let the soldiers let them clean up Sambisa forest. Let us use our forest reserves to generate resources. Let our fishermen in Benue, our fishermen in Taraba, our fishermen in Kebbi, our fishermen in Sokoto, our fishermen in the Lake Chad Basin, our fishermen after the Sambisa, in the Chad border, let them be protected from every evil of kidnapping, banditry, insurgency. Let the army hit hard on this recalcitrant, disgruntled Shylocks of imported mercenary terrorists. Let them be fired. Let them be given pepper. Let them be repelled, so that there's security for our farmers to bring wealth to us. These are the things that can actually give us sustainable wealth. These are the things that can bring down the price of the dollar, that can bring down the price of commodity, not artificially, not monetary policy where the CBN governor just gives a decree and starts telling you to sell dollar at this rate, sell dollar at that rate. So that is fire brigade approach. The dollar will still jump in time to come, not because our economy is going bad, but because the American economy is waxing stronger. This floating the naira has meant that floating our naira has meant that whatever happens to us, good or bad, our currency now must fluctuate. Internal factor or external factor. So we must ramp up our internal factor so that when external shocks come, we will not be prone to being blown away by external shocks. External shocks are going to come. Believe me, external shocks are going to come. Wait for the season of the American presidential election or possible handover, or when some news comes out from the non-farm payrolls, the Federal Executive Council, what am I going to have it, whether we like it or not, our currency has been floated. So we need to ramp up strength for our currency. We need our currency to be respected. You cannot take 10,000 naira to go and buy just one loaf of bread. That is embarrassing. You can't use tens of thousands of naira to be purchasing an item that should hitherto be next to free to us in Nigeria. Something we have access to. Something that we grow in our own country. We should by all means discourage importation in the first instance. Imports should be discouraged, and then we must encourage exports. The Nexim Bank should come up and start financing export. Let Nigerians meet standardizations of export countries' requirements. What these export countries require as standard. Let there be a standard regulatory agency, the Standard Organization of Nigeria. Let them teach people standardization. teach people how to standardize Nigerian produce, so that when standardized Nigerian produce are exported to foreign economies, these things are properly packaged, properly presented, properly preserved, moisture content accurate, exported to a foreign, it will have respect, it will gain value, it will draw more pounds, it will draw more American dollar, it will draw more Japanese yen, it will draw more Chinese yuan, it will draw more of the Great Britain pounds. Let Nigerian product and Nigerian produce, let them be respected. We have comparative advantage in things that are needed abroad. We have yam is needed abroad, but don't send yam abroad and the yam gets abroad and it is all contaminated, it is all spoiled, it is not properly preserved. Don't send debino, don't send ara, don't send zobo leaf, don't send ginger. We have ginger in Kaduna, we have all of these export commodities, we have them in excess, but we need to standardize them, process them, package them, export them, and bring this dollar in. Let this dollar inflow. Let's not be the one seeking this dollar. Let this dollar seek us. This is the way to grow our country. This is the way to ramp up some respect for the economy, for the naira. Not all this caricature, safe face approach, kicking the can down the lane, just dilly-dallying, dancing from pillar to post, from, just, no, those are not sustainable in the long term. We need real physical, economic prosperity in our land. These are the way forward. Dollar should not just be declining while the average man on the street is not feeling the effect of the dollar decline. This is my one true honest position on this matter. Let the federal government, already I like what is happening. The Federal Consumer Commission pricing and what do they have there? They have started urging people to reflect real prices. Don't go to a supermarket and what they are supposed to sell for 60,000. Somebody is just deciding to sell it for 90,000. These are the people that are the problem of this country. No price, structural price adjustment. You are telling us something that we are supposed to be buying for 60,000 because you are telling us it's old stock. Old stock kill you there. Which old stock? When the dollar was high, you are selling high. Now the dollar is low, you don't want to sell low. Only you like yourself. Now only you waka come. You must bring down that price. That is what it means. Dollar cannot fall and your price, you tell me your price will not fall. Don't me diesel yanzu ya soko, yanzu kana ce muke kana tuka baban mota, kana tukan baban mota daga Kano zuwa Lagos. Diesel na ne kana sha. Kana shan diesel 7,700, kana shan diesel 1,007, 1,000. Amma yanzu Dangote na sayar ma diesel 1,000. Ba sai ka rage farashin naka ba, ka rage farashin daga Kano kana dokan kaya arziki kayan mutane, kana dokan kaya ba haki ka rage mana ba inda kana dokan kaya yanzu aje nan turin hasi inda suna diba kaya a ce ma 6,000 ake ma kaya daga nan zuwa Onitsha. Daga nan zuwa Onitsha ake ma kaya daga nan Gombe nan zuwa Onitsha sai a ce ma 6,000. Yanzu 6,000 nan ba an ci an rage mai ba in an rage mai ba ya kamata ba in an rage diesel ba ya kamata farashin koma kayan zuwa Onitsha ba ya kamata ya regu ba. Amma ku transporters wai ku ba za ku rage wannan abu ba. Da Allah ina ne aka yi ana ce ma diesel sun rage amma ku wai dole ba za ku dawo da farashin ku rage shi ba. To sai Tinubu ya kama ku. The president should set up a committee. All these diesel trucks, all these trucks that are using diesel, since the price of diesel has come down, let them transport these goods cheaper. Let the common farmer that is transporting his goods have a relief even from transportation. When transportation cost is high, it's not the farmer that will bear it, it's the consumer. If I transport my goods for 6,000, that 6,000 I only is the person that is buying my goods that must pay that 6,000. By anybody make that I will pay 6,000 to transport my goods to you. You have to pay for that transportation, for the way bill. But if the transporter now reduce the price, achieve what they are transporting for 6,000, they have reduced it to 4,000 or 3,500, it is easy for the consumer and easy for the farmer. Let these people, the actors of this economy, the cabals of running these diesel trucks, the people in the oil and gas, the upstream, downstream sector, let them make life easy for the average Nigerians. This is our gentle plea to the President, His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu. We ask that the federal government look into this matter very, very touchlightedly. And we say, God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Oh, we are so happy